if you have a question. We'll go ahead and ask if you would just start with your thoughts on today's match.
Hello, everybody. It was day one as far as preseason matches go. So we were happy at the end with the result. Getting a point after going down 1-0 is something that speaks for effort towards the end of the game from the group who played the second half. We're happy with that. We created some chances. We let in some chances. So I think all in all, a day where it was all about gaining knowledge about the group, observing how we moved in certain phases of the game. So we will take a lot out of this game. So it was from that aspect, a very successful day.
Great, thank you. We'll go ahead and open up for questions. Go ahead, Benjamin Bergen.
Hi, Steve. Thank you for your time. Do you have an update on why we weren't able to see Latif, Ismail, and Ilya? Also, any word on Danny Musovski's status? I saw that he came off the field. Thank you.
Danny Musovski was complaining of some pain in his quadriceps, so we will get that checked out. Updates will follow the next couple of days, how he's doing. Latif is recovering from a soft tissue as well, and he will be back. We expect him back soon, hopefully the next couple of days. Ismail was also recovering from a small, a procedure, and he'll be back in a couple of weeks as well. So we expect everybody back by the start of the season at full strength.
You just talk about kind of what today meant in the sense of your first game, but also being on the same sideline as Bruce, someone you've mentioned as a guy who has helped you in your career.
It's wonderful to see Bruce always. He's a fantastic coach, very important coach of mine in my career. So to share the sideline with him, I guess I could say, was a pretty cool feeling. Yeah, it was very special. But in the same note, something that felt very natural. Somebody who I always saw on the field, obviously as my coach, but just felt very natural. There's many friendly faces out there. So I think it was for both sides a very telling preseason match, and I think both sides will get a lot out of it.
Just two other things real quick. In terms of the message that you kind of give to the team to take away from this game as you work towards the rest of the next week, what's some things you take from that? Our
first and foremost idea in preseason was obviously fitness, and today it was about fitness, but it was also about defensive shape and organization. And I think we have lots to go off of this game. Like I said, some good, some bad, but predominantly good. And so our defensive shape is what we start with, and then we will progress forward.
And then on an individual basis, were there any, in terms of the good, what did you see, from certain players, first half or second half, that you were, happy to see that you can work off of?
Yeah, it was great to see. Carlos is a player who can change games, and with his technical ability, you saw again his passing, his vision, his ability to combine. We were able to see that, and we also saw somebody who was physically in a spot where he was able to press at moments, and that is a fantastic starting point. And I'm really looking forward to keeping him in the mix and out on the training field every single day. And another player I would love to point out is Moon had an excellent 45 minutes in a new position. Certainly an option for us moving forward.
Great, and we'll take one last question from Josue Lopez.
Thank you very much. Hello, Steve. Good afternoon. Thank you for your time. I want to ask you about your thoughts on the performance of players like Danny Trejo and Opoku on the attack. They were players that you had in Vegas. How was the feeling of having them on the first team, and what do you think was their performance today?
I thought the effort was fantastic from them. It's obviously very easy for me to coach them, and it's comfortable for them to hear my voice because they've been hearing it for a while. I thought it was very comfortable, and I think their effort was good. I think their positioning could be much better at times, mostly due to the increase in tempo and speed of play that they had to deal with today. And that is something we will look at moving forward. And the more exposure they can get to a higher speed of play like it was today, or higher quality, the better they'll be and the more they'll learn from the mistakes. So a learning experience for them, but certainly Mahala was very bright and had great moments. And obviously we know what he can do, and we're happy to have him back at full strength.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Steve.